We have to do everything ourselves. Wake ourselves up in the morning, keep track of what we have to do, make our own schedules, know where we have to be at certain times.
You just want to get up. Well.
Probably the biggest thing is living every day without our dad and with a single parent who can barely afford to give us any of the resources we need.
Let's go.
George and Johnny live in an area that we would call a violent crime hotspot. Every day they're walking through some landmines to get to school or their many activities. Johnny and George have a heightened level of struggle, poverty, and significant family issues, because not only is father not around, but mother, while she keeps a good house, she can't work outside of the house. She has disabilities.
My mom and father recently gotten divorced. 3 years ago he killed himself because I guess he was depressed. Things happen.
For many of the general public, what they think of when they hear about Dorchester is shootings and gangs and hopelessness. That's not true when you see stories like Johnny and George.
Looking forward to a better life, getting an education. I mean, that's the foundation of, I don't know, of your life. Just seeing good grades makes me happy, I guess.
I met Johnny 7 years ago and then George 1 year later. He was in a crisis. The family was having some difficulty, and we made a deal that he would stay close to us, that we would keep our eye on him. Already they were high achievers. They were in high-level classes. They were getting advanced work and good grades, even though they certainly had many things to struggle with, including poverty and significant family issues.
My parents are both Vietnamese. My mom's been here for 20 years.
We don't communicate with her that much. Even if we did know Vietnamese, like fluently, we wouldn't talk to her that much, I think.
Whenever we need something, that's probably the only time we ever talk to her. So we have to go out and get our own jobs and help support ourselves. Okay, and think of this number as -1, +9. So what would that be? I tutor middle school students at Viet Aid. What's happening to the number? Teaching kids like myself who probably grown up with parents who probably speak no English, like my mom. They don't receive any help on simple things like math homework.
George and Johnny make the effort to be helpful to others. They are speaking at the Catholic Charities Gala to raise funds to do work with families like their own.
Well, Emmett, that line right there, that's really,
Which one?
no.
So the apartment you live in is so bad, if you don't hold your breath, you can get high walking through a cloud of marijuana smoke. It gives them a chance to talk about how, while they're struggling, other people have it worse than them. They go out there and tell people, kids need what we have. What do you think?
Sounds good.
It's a good draft? Okay. Well, it's just a draft. And they're excited because they're going to get suits. All right, we're off.
without Emmett, I'd be stressing a lot because he acts like a parent who supplies me with things my mom can't give me. And so I don't have to worry about things like buying new clothes.
Amen.
So he's going to help you get us
So George.
You ready?
Yeah.
Here you go, big guy. Slip your arm into there.
That's the advice about what to do, what not to do. It's great to know that I have a lot of support. Life happens and they're just here to kind of fill in the spaces that were left. And we know we have something to fall back on.
We're just helping them along a path they were already on. Definitely college is in their future. I mean, they have some concerns. They're asking like, well, even if I get a scholarship to college, how will I get home? So we're working on basic questions like that with them, but they have a plan.
See myself being in college, looking forward to graduating, getting a job, possibly living on my own, owning a dog or two, maybe a cat.
Maybe Boston College or some of the Ivy League schools. Maybe having a family. Living a humble life, middle class, financially stable. What keeps me hopeful is just a better life in the future and not having to rely on food stamps or welfare every month. And knowing that our lives will get better.